when I was young, we were living in a small place. Every single day in the afternoon, we used to go out and play cricket. It's a large field, barren, like no grass, no tree, nothing. And we had these 12 bricks. We used to make that wicket 3-1, 3-1, like that. And then I was not a good player, but every single day I would go out, I had this dream of, I'll be the superhero. Like, I will go take these 10 wickets today. I will hit a lot of sixes. I'll lead my team to a spectacular victory. It never happened. But the theme of trying to become a superhero stayed with me almost all through. All through the childhood, there were dreams of, I will catch thieves and I will earn a lot of money and I will stand first in the national exam and all of that. However, as you grow up, you stop believing in superheroes as such. And some stage in your life, you start asking, can anybody be a superhero? So it was a good journey, very interesting journey. I enjoyed every single bit of it. And 3 odd years back, I finally found my cause. My cause was to start making and packaging these drinks, these recipes, which have been there for ages. Like some of the beverages which we make, their R&D happened in 500 BC. So these beverages have history of more than thousands of years. And they were going away because they were not available in a hygienic form. So we thought that we will start putting them in a packaged form, more convenient to the consumer, and started doing it. Over a period of time, in last 3 years, we started taking our roles very seriously. Like, we think ourselves to be the protector of these recipes, and if we are not there, the recipes might not stay, and some of these recipes are going away. So that's to quote analogy from Avatar, like, we think of ourselves as marine Jack Sully. You are sent to Pandora to conquer the Navi tribe, like to get that precious metal from there. But you go there, you fall in love with the innocence, the hope. You fall in love with Nayantari, and then you join their fight and try to save that tribe. So that's what we do, right? Like, all of us, like, you work at Paperboard every single day. When we come home, we think ourselves as superheroes who are like, you have saved something very, very important all through the day. And about the introductions, I'll talk about the brand which we have been building for last 3 years. And for us, digital market is primarily marketing, right? For us, these two are not different words. We are digital first. And there is a bit of non-digital, but primarily it is, when somebody says, when the invitation was to come and speak about digital marketing, it's like, yeah, speak about marketing, because that's what you do, right? You don't do anything else. And so I'll talk. I've taken a very small portion of the piece, which is like the video piece, and how we are trying to communicate stories, and which part of the product you want to tell through which story. So our brand, every single day when we go out, we had two words to protect. Like, so these are 2 words which define us. One is alive. Alive for us is youth, contemporary, modern, which is what this pack is all about. Like, it's, the design, the cap design. We are so proud of this cap. We think it's the best cap in the world. It truly is, like, because it's very easy to open, and it's a design which we have worked for years to make this, and the name, the stories behind, the culture, everything, and that's alive. I will give you an example of a movie which we made at the beginning of this year, which kind of shows this part of our brand to the audience, and so you can't say it directly, but you're trying to make a film which kind of tells that story. So this is this. Can you get the volume?
हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज एक दिन। हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, नहीं डर किसी का आज एक दिन।
हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम होंगे कामयाब।
So, at no point of time when, if you, the values which you want to pass here are youth, contemporary, innocent, hope, right? Like hope is the word which you wanted to pass. And that's the word which you want to associate with the brand, because you are selling something which is centuries old. In some sense, in some audience, it can be it can be, looked down upon as, like tradition, something which I don't want to carry. Like it's not cool. And you want to say that cool with hope in the language. So that's what we're trying to do. And it's a video which we really enjoyed shooting. Worked with made some good friends during the journey, and worked with some of the older friends. The other word which is equally important for us in Paperboard journey is authentic. So that's authentic for us is as how it should be. It is pure. It is old. It is natural. It is how the old tradition which we are carrying along with us. So that's the extremely important word, and it's a tough promise to make. It's far more, alive is a much easier promise to make than I'm young and I'm cool. But authentic is very, very tough to make, because your benchmark is so much high, because you're competing with history in a much bigger way. So there is one film, and I'll talk about this film later, which we made at the beginning of, I think somewhere around March last year, with Gulzar. So you have a look at the film and talk about it later.
चली बैलगाड़ी तो बस्ता चला, चली मेरी तख्ती किताबें चली। भरी गोदी से भी भली लगती थी वो माँ के दुपट्टे में साबुन की खुशबू। जरा सा छुआ और शर्माई पत्ती, रगड़ना रगड़ और फिर सूंघना। खुद ही अपने चेहरे पे रंग लेना होली और वो पतंग लूटने के लिए दौड़ना। बड़ी देर मुंह खोले भीगते रहे कि बारिश की बूंद आके मुंह में गिरे। गिरा नाक में एक मोटा सा तुबका, लगी छींक ऐसी कि होश उड़ गए। टका पाई पैसे और धीले थे, छोटी उम्र बड़े फैसले थे। उचक लेना और रेडियो को उठाकर चली आई बॉक्स को लेटर खिलाकर। बड़े हो गए जब बड़ों ने कहा ये छोटा है अंदर उतर जाएगा। बचपन की यादों को फिर से बहाओ, बड़ी चटपटी है ये फिर से पिलाओ।
Paper boat, drinks and memories.
Yeah, so this film got us Grand Effie, which is the Best Advertisement of the Year award. It film got us 3x the sale, and most importantly, it's got us a spoof from TVF, our very own personal spoof. So, see the point which you're trying to make is there are two ways of talking about your product, right? Like whenever you're creating a product or service, there are two ways of talking about it. One is that I talk about the ingredients, like I have so much pulp and this is what I do. And second is I show the authenticity through the imagery around. And that's what we're trying to do, showing the imagery, showing the authenticity through this imagery of this film. And I'll talk about what do I mean by authenticity here and to what great lengths we go and protect it. Can you please switch on the slide? Yeah, so Armrest, right? Like this is one of our higher selling variants. When we started making it, we thought this will be the easier thing to make, because everybody is making a mango drink, how difficult it is to make Armrest. So we searched around for 6 months, but we were not getting the right taste. We were always getting brownish color. We didn't want to add color. We didn't want to add preservative. But we are not able to make a good product at any stage. Then we realized that whole of this industry, whole of mango industry, specifically the drink side, works on ripening their mangoes through ethylene chamber. So every single mango is put in ethylene chamber and boom, in 48 hours is ripened. But what it does is it kind of makes the colors turn slightly brown and it loses a little bit of aroma and it's not as natural as when you pluck it out from your tree. So that's what, so if we are promising authenticity, if we are creating a film like that, then we'll have to go and live up to it. Or probably authenticity in the product came first before that film came. So what we we struggled for in first 5 years. Our journey is to get the fruit sourcing right. We launched Paperboat 3 years back, but every single day we have been worried about how would our mangoes ripen naturally. We struggled. First year we went to so many vendors, everybody refused. Finally, somebody agreed to do it. And the process is very high technology. It is, you take the mangoes, put them in open field, put a lot of grass on top of it, and keep turning them every second day. And then your mango is ripen in 12 days. So you wanted your mangoes to ripen that way. First year we got somebody who can do it, the extreme amount of difficulty for 200 tons. He agreed to do it. Second year, we went to the same problem of saying that let's do 1,000 tons now. And this year, every single day for last 2 months, I've been struggling to get 5,000 tons of mangoes ripen naturally. It might not sound like in a room full with technology people and like people who are like thinking like trying to solve a lot of problems. This might not look a very big problem, but it is. Like it truly is. To get those mangoes ripening naturally, it requires acres and acres of open field. It requires so many people. Like you will have to get like 5,000 laborers to come and work for those 2 months because you have to keep turning them around every second day. And but when you are putting, so I can tell that story 2 ways, right? I can tell my authenticity story 2 ways. I can talk about this on my pack that this is how it is done, etc. Or I can make a film which talks about authenticity, and that's what we did in last time. Next time. So this is another. So this is a not so big a success for us. So this Panakam is a drink which we launched this year. And people loved it, and we got a lot of chatter and everything around it. We were researching for this recipe since last 1.5 years. Like last year, on Ram Navami day, I went to 7 temples, taking Panakam at different places and drinking it. And I never had Panakam before that day. And I was like, trying to find out which recipe is the best recipe and what do we do. So after almost a year of research, we finally, came to one perfect recipe. We thought this is it. Like this is the best recipe of Panakam ever made. And we launched that product this year. Guess what? We were completely wrong. Like that was not the best recipe. So what we did was, there were 3 broader centers for us which are Panakam consuming. There is Chennai, which takes his Panakam very gingery. There is Hyderabad, which takes his Panakam very peppery. And there is Karnataka, which takes it very sweet, like broadly the way people are in 3 places. So that's how Panakam is consumed in these 3 places. And what we did was, as being taught in MBA schools, is launch a product right in the center. Like you have a triangle and you launch something right in the center and say the distance from 3 nodes have to be equal, and that's a perfect recipe. But that it doesn't work. In food industry, it definitely does not. So what you have to do is you have to launch a product on one node, get a 95 score from X number of people, and neglect the other 2. You can get 30 from other 2, and people would be shouting at you for making a bad Panaka. But you have to get a certain set of people who are, who are ready to say that I love it. And so on and so forth. So next year, what we'll do is, we'll probably launch 3 recipes. We'll launch one in Andhra, one in Tamil Nadu, and one in Karnataka, and try to get 395 scores. 360 scores is almost equal to 0 in food industry. And so the point which I'm trying to make here is that for authenticity which you are trying to create through your recipes, when you are going and telling through your marketing function, like there is one way I can go and tell that I use this ingredient, I use that jaggery, my jaggery is organic and all that stuff. But the second is that I show an imagery which kind of reminds you of that authenticity and other stuff. The competition for us is much tougher, right? The competition for us is tougher than thousands of years of history. The competition for us is tougher than all grandmothers put together. The competition for us is tougher than every single street vendor. Because the competition for us is not the actual product which was consumed at that time. The competition for us is the memory of that product. If you take the difference, so the ampanna which you had while you were young is different from the memory of that ampanna. Memory of everything is very sweet, like it's always good. You neglect the bad part. And when I am putting my product in Google's cooler, then I am competing with their memory of the drink which they had when they were young or wherever. And so you have to, that's your benchmark. And there's this third film which we released, I think last week only, which talks about what we are competing with. So,
अम्मी जान कहती थी तुम अलग हो, बाकी बच्चों से अलग, तारों से आए हो, जन्ना का रखवाला रिजवान। कई साल बाद आज भी कुछ चीज़ों की महक और स्वाद सीधे तुम्हें एक खोए हुए वक्त में पहुंचा देती है। छोटा सा घर था हमारा, शहर से सख्त नफरत थी अम्मी जान को, और बारिश जब बादल गरजते थे ऐसा लगता था कि घर के बरामदे में 10 शेर खूंखार खड़े हों। तब अम्मी बोलती, तुम्हारा नाम रिजवान इसलिए चुना ताकि तुम धरती पर अच्छे बच्चों की मदद कर सको, तुम्हारे साथ कुछ बुरा नहीं हो सकता। आज भी अम्मी की बहुत याद आती है। अम्मी कहती थी कि रात की रानी पूरे जहान में सबसे खूबसूरत फूल है। बचपन में अम्मी ने हमारा जहान भी एक बहुत बड़ी कहानी की तरह बना दिया था, और अक्सर कहती, जा रिजवान जा, रानी को राक्षसों से छुड़ा ला। मुझे तो विश्वास था दूर जंगलों में एक खूबसूरत परी जैसी रानी मेरा इंतजार करती होगी। हर साल सर्दी के मौसम में ये खुशबू मुझे सीधे उस एक दिन की याद दिला देती। वो शाम पूरे जंगल में काली घटा सी छा गई थी। अचानक मुझे एक लड़की के हल्के रोने की आवाज़ सुनाई दी। क्या इतने दिनों के बाद आखिर मुझे रानी मिल गई थी? कुछ कदम आगे लेते हुए मुझे भयानक हुर्राने की आवाजें सुनाई थी। मैंने पेड़ के पीछे से निकलकर हाथ में लकड़ी लिए हुए बोला, मेरा नाम रिजवान है, रानी को जाने दो, नहीं तो तुम्हारे साथ बहुत बुरा होगा। तभी मैंने रानी का हाथ थामा। मेरी आवाज़ सुनकर अम्मी भागी भागी पीछे से आई। देख अम्मी देख, मैंने रानी को राक्षसों से छुड़ा लिया। दरअसल मैंने आपकी तरह दुनिया देखी नहीं। मैं तो बस अम्मी के बनाए जहान में खुश था। आज भी ये बहकती हवा, बर्फीले दिन में रात की रानी का झूमना सीधे मुझे तारों के बीच पहुंचा देती हैं, अपनी अम्मी के पास। जन्ना का रखवाला रिजवान।
So I will end the talk with one of my favorite stories. So when I was young, a 10-year-old, I was growing up in North, very small place, and we were living in this large compound, and the house of the landlady was in the center. And every winter she will make this drink called kanji, which is a drink, which is a purple carrot drink. And so I love that drink. Every winter I have a memory of like going out and stealing that drink. Like the age-old trick of taking some water in the glass, pouring it in the matka and taking kanji out and feeling that nobody will get to know. And so we moved on from that place. Mati died later on, but like that, the memory of that drink, the taste of that drink still lived with me, and I wanted to make that since the time I started this company. I've been searching around the country trying to find the purple carrots, because purple carrots have disappeared. Like right now there are only orange carrots left in the world, And so we were searching around India, we didn't find too many. Then we searched around the world. Finally, I landed in this small airport in Turkey called Adana, in southern Turkey. And there I found like a lot of purple carrots. I was extremely happy. And I got those purple carrots in 2 large suitcases and was bringing them back to Delhi. And Delhi, at that point in time, the cow fever was going on in Europe, and they caught me. They confiscated my carrots there. And but I realized that that's probably not the way to do it. So we finally got the seeds from Turkey last year. Then we sowed the crop in 3 places. Last year, for the first time, we got our first crop of purple carrots in Ooty. And this year, most likely by winter, we'll make that drink. And so the point was to all of us, the original question, can anybody be a superhero? Like when I was searching for a superhero or belief in superhero, it was probably I was looking at the wrong place. I was looking at within me, like probably the cause which is much bigger, right? And all of you are fighting your causes, and you should get your superpowers out, and you get your superhuman being out. And that's when the world will start becoming a little bit better. Thank you very much for this.